Hi, I'm Mike Forbes for Woodbridge Township Television and Access New Jersey. I'm here at Parker Press Park, where a group of reenactors have taken up residence, traveling back through time to live, if only for the weekend, as Confederate and Union soldiers from the Civil War era. From sleeping in tents to cooking over open fires, participants pay meticulous attention to detail in portraying the past.
A recreation for Civil War reenactment is an attempt to give a living history. They typically will engage with the general public and describing. A lot of them are in character for the weekend, where they actually go back in time for themselves and will speak in the first person.
The green uniform that I'm wearing is the standard uniform of the Berdan sharpshooters, and there were two regiments, approximately 1,800 men who had to qualify based on their marksmanship.
Just the fascination of what people were like in different time periods, and especially around the Civil War, because it was a very crucial time in our country's development.
An important part of Civil War military life was the bugler, whose purpose was to relay orders in the form of music. In order to remember what each call meant, soldiers would often put words to the music.
Interestingly enough, for breakfast they ate a lot of peas. So the ditty kind of went like this. Breakfast, come and get your peas.
I believe it's easier for people to understand what really happened. It presents a picture of the way it was, the way people lived, the way people were treated.
It's more or less a hands-on situation. You know, when you can see it and feel it and smell the fires. It's a lot better than reading it in a book. And the children are very excited about it. We do have some children's drills here. They dress them up.
I want 10 good men who'll stand for New Jersey. You, sir! That's true. You, sir!
Right here, Private. There's your enlistment form. Make sure you bring it to the depot tomorrow. And here's a postal for your home. Welcome, Private.
One.
I know you are tired, but still you must go off to Atlanta to see the big show.
Included in the weekend are troops many people traditionally do not associate with the Civil War.
We're very pleased to have the 22nd United States Colored Troops here, because it really tells you that there were blacks that did fight. There were Cherokee Indians that fought. There was a lot of people that were involved in this war.
There were some Indian tribes, yes, that were involved with various armies from the Confederate side and from the Union side. Remember, Indians were situated all over this country,
right,
long before anybody else ever got here, all right?
I wanted to teach that part of history that is often not known, or is often, if it is known, is forgotten.
We weren't mentioned in the Civil War, that we were omitted from that part of history as many other parts. But I think the turning point for black people in America was the Civil War. I want people to understand and to know that black men have always fought for their freedom in this country. Some people, because we were omitted from history, seem to think that didn't happen. The fact is, it did happen. That's why I do this.
To many, of course, the highlight of the weekend is the war itself.
The soldiers who are reenactors will typically, during the course of a weekend or course of an event, stage a skirmish, which is a reenactment of an actual battle. There will be a side from the south, side from the north.
This is the charge that they used during the Civil War.
Company, ready? Hey! Fire!
Company, halt!
There were a lot of men, participants and soldiers in the war, who did not want to go to these hospitals because it would almost mean certain death anyway.
You saw, Doc?
Amputations, of course, were the big thing.
Chloroform up.
You can't take my leg, Doc. Don't do it. I need my
Let him die.
No.
Because remember, you're not being healed just by your own effort. Brother, you're being healed by the words of Jesus Christ.
To participants, success is measured in the teaching of our country's history.
Knowing that people are learning a little bit more, knowing that I was able to help people understand things a little bit more, and feeling really good about a job well done because it's a very successful experience.
Gentlemen, it's time to extinguish lights, snuff out your lamps, and go to sleep.
A lot of planning goes into creating a living history, and the recreators take a great deal of pride in accurately depicting the Civil War era. Everyone had a great time. The only grumbling was heard in the early morning hours after the wake-up call of the bugler.
Damn those stinking rotten little buglers.